Okay, everyone, here we are. It is time for a news slash look at the JP side video before tomorrow's update with a certain character who there seems to be a little bit of excitement about. So, you know what? Let's get right into the news today. It is a rainy day here as a typhoon passes by us. No worries. I think we're going to be all right this time, but it is the beginning of typhoons, the typhoon year, with the first couple typhoons already happening, but not directly hitting Japan. All right, let's get rid of these talking points and let's bring up the news. So yesterday, actually, we found out that there's going to be a little bit more of a celebration for the 6.5 anniversary of Brave Exvius. With the return of Porcelain Tower. Porcelain Tower is coming back. However, just like the last time, there are only going to be 70 floors. First of all, this marks a nice little change in pace of the Porcelain Tower not necessarily having to come back every time with new stages. This is totally fine, in my opinion. I mean, they are bringing it back for the main reason that Rain's Crimson Saber is getting its +1 version, which is going to be the equivalent of a +6. It'll be a nice power boost for Rain, primarily. And other than that, there isn't really too much else to talk about here. It's just nice to see Porcelain Tower coming back without it needing a really huge reason to come back. But this should happen just more often, in my opinion. It really should be every month. Also, we can see that Sakura's weapon is coming back. I don't know if it has any particular reason per se, but okay. As for Majin Fina, that is what we call her on the JP side, looks like we are going to be getting some login bonuses that are, you know, roughly about what would you... I've come to expect with like 3 summon tickets for her. So everybody will get 3 chances at her, and yeah, your results will vary. As for the banners, I haven't actually taken a look at this yet, but first of all, we can see a pretty regular looking banner here at a 10% rate. If you max out the pity timer, of course there will be a pity, although Majin Fina is a permanent addition unit, so you don't have to worry about getting her right away. As for this, we got a multifaceted step up here, giving looks like 6k for 3 steps, 2 guaranteed URs, and last but not least, looks like we are also getting 40 shards for completing the step up banner. One time only, so this is probably a free Lapis banner. I think I might have mistaken it. Usually this one right here is our paid Lapis banner. It's a little bit of a change in terms of the banner scheme. Seems to be there's a generous one to try and get people to spend their free Lapis. And, you know, a couple guaranteed URs. I think we're finally at that point. Now, if this is paid Lapis and I made a mistake because I just missed it, apologies. Here, however, this is definitely paid. You're getting the coins as you go up, and you're getting 3 URs for 4,500 Lapis and 3 chances to get her. However, it should be remembered that these can be characters or vision cards, so you can get horribly messed over on this. Scrolling down, looks like we are just having, you know, the regular type of banners that we've been getting a lot lately on JP, with a couple of paid banners. And whenever a new character comes out, we also get these new vision card banners that are focused on the element of the brand new character. Potentially good for people to try and get the new character with a bunch of new stuff. Looks like there will also be some packs. I'm curious what will be in the 6.5 anniversary shop, if there'll be anything nice. Looks like there's a DX shop with pickup tickets. And yeah, most of that is looking pretty normal. The only other thing I wanted to talk about with Majin Fina is just my general, what I think is going to be the big deal with her as being added to the game. Some people in the comments have said, well, how do you know that she's going to be the end of the light meta? On JP, it's not really so cut and dry, but it also kind of is. I just want to find where the hell she is. There she is. Dark is already in a really good spot on JP in terms of accuracy, as well as shutting down both Locke and Elena. Currently in JP right now, a lot of people are using Elena in Arena because she's the big bonus unit. Of course you would be using a major bonus unit if you had them in Arena, and probably building teams around them. But Dark is just really strong with the addition of its vision cards recently. And I think in general, just looking at a new 100 cost Dark elemental character, yeah, this is going to help Dark against Light in a lot of different ways. She has support that we can already see from her sub job. She has healing that can potentially keep her alive if she's any kind of a tanky mage at all, which is possible because Dark Fina is a popular character. So they could just end up trying to make her really good because that's what people want. So a strong Dark Elemental character is naturally going to be a major advantage versus Light. There's nothing particular here that screams that it's going to kill Light evasion more than it potentially already can, but it doesn't hurt to have another character. So it feels pretty safe in this assumption that a already strong element against what Light is currently doing will probably just get better with this. But I do think that Majin Fina is more important for mage teams or mage accounts. If you like magical characters, I think Majin Fina is an absolute mandatory character because up until now on JP, it's very much been Celeste just counters mage. Tonight, even in guild battle, for example, I didn't record it because there was no to predict that it was going to happen, but I found two 4,000 rated mage teams, and I just brought my Celeste team into like I always have, and it was two 6 stars, really easy, mopped up both teams, and all 3 characters still alive at the end. And that's indication of just how strong Celeste is at shutting down mage teams, even with limit burst potentially being thrown at her. She is a very, 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 very strong character. And she has been shutting down mages on JP for about 3 or 4 months now. So with Majin Fina, the big thing is that she can cancel out Celeste's runic counter ability. And that's huge. That is massive. That effectively opens the door for mages again against Celeste teams. And are you always going to have this kind of benefit? No. I mean, like, it's not always going to work. Maybe map settings are kind of weird. Maybe maps just don't favor her. But it is a character that will finally allow mages to really have a good chance against Celeste team. So I think that Majin Fina is 100% a mandatory character for anybody who is looking to run mages and run mages very successfully. I don't even think it's just a dark elemental thing. I think it's just a mage thing. So we're going to take a look at this. It's the end of the demon or the demon chimera raid here on JP. So I'm going to show off level 100 as well as a bear raid 2, which I should have saved up if everything worked out properly. And if not, it's going to be a funny end to this video. But yeah, this was really easy. Didn't take too much to figure out. Just a really good, successful team. I'm running 4 characters because I always just like running 4 characters. I know you can get like more points right if you just run lesser characters, but I don't know. I have these characters. I want to use them for something. Other than that, not really all that scary. I honestly think that you can run pretty much any combination of light / units and kill this fight pretty easily, provided you have decent equipment, of course. But here, just basically running a light / comp. As you can see, we dish out a lot of damage with Violet here. We also deal just a lot of chaining damage here. We get a few hits in. We're dealing enough to finish this in 6 turns, with 6 turns left. I think it's going to be maybe 5. And the variation on how this plays out, especially into the higher levels, is really repeatable. So not scary at all. Incredibly easy raid in that sense. However, if we swap over, and this should be a dragon coming up here. First of all, I do want to just show off the fact that this is a brand new model in the game. I've never seen this model before, and it looks absolutely wicked awesome. The ice one, on the other hand, I found to be quite difficult, or at least it was for a little bit very, very close. I don't think that this boss is particularly tough, even if we just really, really quickly. You can see that there's nothing particularly. Sorry, you may have to pause there, just because that timer running, man, really makes me paranoid. But this is actually a fairly difficult raid to auto for me, because my ice team is just pretty weak. And again, I think that other people out there will probably have better success, of course. I have to say that I think my Gilgamesh is just set up really horribly. I don't use him that often, but yeah, it's we should end this with about one turn. Given that I can do the regular one without using any of the orb currency, it's really not that bad. But I would be a little cautious about this. This one, for whatever reason, has been tougher than some of the other ones of these that I have fought. It'd be nice if Gilgamesh did a single attack there. I mean, support, yay, but buddy, come on. Do damage. So yeah, that's both of those raids shown off now. I finally got that off my list of things to do. Get a bonus here. But good pile of currency. The raid ends tomorrow. So the only other thing to show, I guess, would be what's in the currency shop for people who might be looking forward to it, because this, I assume, will definitely show up on. So we got, of course, Elena's light sword. I don't think that she will. I don't know if this will show up on global. Maybe it'll be replaced with something else. I don't know. Elena's thong. Shiden or Purple Lightning, the Laswell sword, because it has recently got its 6-star upgrade here. And I'll show that off too while we're at it. Here we have the Santa jacket and the platinum robe, and other than that, you know, basically most of the stuff that you would expect. But the Shiden should not be ignored, especially if you are any kind of a Laswell fan. Extra ice ability attack up, flash attack up, and critical damage up. So a nice power boost for Laswell, which is good. And again, this is why I'm expecting that the Crimson Saber, which is not that fires. I think we have to scroll fairly far down. Should get a pretty nice upgrade as well. Tomorrow, basically, we'll be able to find out and see how good this is. Of course, you'll need, or we'll need, the Crimson Hearts to make this weapon into its 6-star, but still probably going to be worth it if you are any kind of a rain or fire user. But yeah, a little bit of a tour there of everything that's currently going on, what's new, and what's happening on JP. So tomorrow we'll take a look at Majin Fina, see what she looks like, and whether or not she's worth the resources that you would potentially have to throw at the screen. But yeah, thanks for watching, take care, and see you next time.